Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy and welcome to another speed build. Now this is just a shell of a house because it is a collab with my new friend CoolNickyD. I will make sure to link his channel and his furnishing of this house in the description below. Now you guys might know if you follow the channel that I normally furnish instead of building every time I do a collab. And if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I am a Sims builder, a Sims furnisher, and I occasionally do Let's Play. But I used to hate building itself. I really liked furnishing. And more recently, I don't know what it is, but I have a building bug. I'm just like so interested in making different houses and different shapes, and I'm more concerned about what it looks like. And I've watched a bunch of tutorials about landscaping and roofing and all that stuff that I used to just avoid. And it's really cool because I've been able to come up with some, well, in my opinion at least, some cool things that I normally would never even attempt to do in The Sims. And it's also helped looking at pictures. I know a lot of people say when you're trying to learn how to build, just Google photos, but it really, really helps because by seeing something that you would normally see in real life and attempting to build it into the game, you just think of things a little bit differently than you normally would. And you're like, wow, that's a cool shape, or that's a cool feature of the house. How could I replicate that in the game? So yes, I'm not coming up with these ideas, just straight out of my head, but I'm learning and I'm practicing, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And this house in particular, I'm pretty sure I got off of Google, just Google Images. I don't remember what I typed, but that's where I found the picture. But normally when I do this, I use an app called Design Home, and it's just a game that I normally play in my everyday life. Like every morning I play it, and I started recently noticing that every room that you furnish in the app, there's a picture of the house that you click into before you furnish the room. So I'm just like screenshotting ones that I see where I think it's really cool and interesting, and just saving them for when I need inspiration in the game. And it's, like I said, it's so much fun. Now this house, as you could tell from the thumbnail and the title, has a fountain, sort of a luxury oasis feel to it. So the front of the house is really the feature. I used to do a lot of building in the backyard and really make the backyards the feature of the outside, and the front would be just kind of boring, maybe a few flowers here and there. But more recently, I'm really, really experimenting with just making the front of the house look cool. So there is that giant fountain, like I said, and then there is sort of this covered patio area. It's definitely outdoor living space, and I do end up furnishing this part, so CoolNickyD will furnish the inside of the house, but I just thought it was fun and exciting, and you'll definitely see that at the end. But for now, just working on that construction. And there is like one small pet peeve I have with The Sims 4 lighting. For some reason, a lot of the colors don't show true to color, so it was a little bit hard finding a stark white wallpaper that still was sort of visually interesting. So I settled on this one. I think it came out okay. But sometimes the houses just get like this really weird blue tinge to them, and it's always bothered me, but that's okay. That's okay. And also, I normally build traditional houses, so this is just a really fun experiment, I guess we'll call it. I've just been into the modern houses lately. I don't know where that came from. Like seriously, I've always built really small, kind of closed off, traditional, what's another word for that? Sort of Victorian, like not all the houses are Victorian, but I definitely like the Victorian classical style. Just really cozy family homes. So now that I'm experimenting more with these sort of block shapes, first of all, the roofing is much, much easier. Oh my God, the roofing is so much easier. But also it just, like I said, it's just playing with shapes and columns, and I don't know what I'm saying. It's just fun. By the way, I'm like... I'm not all here right now. I bulk record my videos for the week, and today in like real life, what am I saying? In real time, it's a Monday, and Monday's the day that I record the videos for the entire week. And to my shock and surprise, they released the official Sims 4 Cats and Dogs trailer. So I went nuts. I recorded a reaction. I went a little bit crazy. I might have done a bit of screaming and crying and hitting my desk. I was so excited. And, that happened. And then I was like, okay, Stephanie, you have to calm down now and actually record videos for the week. So I'm just starting to calm down, but my mind is just focused on pets right now. That's all I can think of. Like, The Sims has really taken a good turn this year, and I'll be honest, like, well, I haven't been playing that long to begin with. I've only been playing for a year and a half, but, or I guess close to 2 years now. I don't know. Time goes by really fast. Time is a weird thing. But I started off playing The Sims 3 because when I was researching the game, I wanted to experiment with the color wheel. And when I read that Sims 4 didn't have a color wheel, I thought Sims 3 was the obvious choice. So that is the first series that I started playing, or the first installment in the series was Sims 3. And it was a lot of fun, but I started seeing more and more videos about Sims 4, and more packs started coming out, and I got really, really curious about it. So I started doing house tours in The Sims 4, where I would just tour houses other people built, but I wasn't super excited about the gameplay or playing for myself. But then in January, toddlers were finally introduced to the game, and for me that was a big deal, because when I do play, even when I build, I really focus on the families. Like, I try to imagine what type of family would live here and what type of rooms they would want, what their personalities are like. And then, of course, during my gameplay, I love having Sims babies and, you know, seeing them grow from a baby to a toddler to a child to a teenager. And missing that life stage just wow, I can talk. It felt so odd and weird, and I just couldn't get over that fact. I really, really couldn't. So once toddlers were introduced, I said, I'm going to give this Sims 4 a fair shot. And vampires were also released at the time, which I really like the supernatural stuff. That is my favorite. That's my favorite. Besides pets, which I'm about to talk about even more. So yeah, we got toddlers, we got vampires. The vampire pack came with all this really cool Victorian and Gothic furniture. It was just a dream come true. So I was like, I'm gonna give the Sims 4 thing a shot here. And I still primarily played Sims 3, but I started building more in Sims 4. And it took me a really long time to figure out the room concept. But once that clicked in my head, only very recently did I start experimenting more and really truly getting how the game functions. But yeah, what I was saying is this year is amazing for Sims because toddlers, vampires, and now pets, like cats and dogs. I just feel like it's becoming more of a complete game, and it feels like it's taking a longer time to get there, but it's getting there, and I'm so excited. I really, really am. And oh my gosh, laundry. We're gonna get laundry next year too. That's another thing I really miss, not because of the gameplay of having to wash clothes, but because having a washer and dryer in the home just gives you an extra room to build, makes it feel a little bit more realistic. So I'm just so excited. I'm really excited where the game is going. And some people were already talking about a Sims 5 being announced. And I'm like, no, that's obviously a rumor that someone started that isn't true, because the Sims 4 isn't complete yet. You know, there's still a lot that we're missing, but it's getting there, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting to be a part of it and to be really playing the game now as the packs are released, because yeah, it's just really fun. Like I said, when I first started playing The Sims 4, a bunch of packs had been released already, so I wasn't super excited about them because they were just there. But now that new stuff is being announced, it's thrilling. It feels like a whole new world. And I'm actually, I just thought of an idea. I wonder if maybe I go back to some of the houses that I built a while ago and freshen them up, like remodel them with all the new packs as we get them. That would be kind of interesting to do. Or maybe just pick one house, and every time we get a new pack, just kind of add on or remodel that house. That would be a very interesting series to do. So if you guys think that's a cool idea, let me know in the comments, or if you have any other ideas. And, oh, that statue thing. I didn't even know that existed in the game. I'm trying to look at more of the statues and stuff. Look at more of the objects that I normally just pass by or don't even click on that part of the catalog, because I'm so used to the items that I'm used to. You know, I'm looking for certain items that I know exist. So again, being able to build modern houses more now instead of traditional just makes me think outside of the box a little bit more. And these lights are super cool. I really like those. They're nice and bright. A lot of the lights aren't super bright, so it was nice to have those. And I was going to put them in the fountain, but I left the fountain pretty plain, to be honest. I didn't do too much with that. I feel like part of the appeal of really modern, sleek homes is just sort of that clean line, that visual, I don't know what else to call it, emptiness? I don't know, just like big open spaces, open and airy, and light colors and lots of extra space. That's what I think of when I think of modern, and that might change because my tastes change, and and yeah, I learn new things, so I'm trying to get outside of that box of just thinking modern is all stark white, stark black. But I think I'm going to start mixing a little bit more of modern and traditional elements together because I feel like that's more of my aesthetic. And there's that covered patio part I was talking about downstairs that went by kind of fast, but I just laid out a couple of chairs and the fireplace coffee table. It's not a fireplace, it's a coffee table with a fire built into it, which is one of my favorite objects in the game. I want that in real life. Like, how cool is that? And yeah, I think we're getting towards the end of the video here. Like I said, I didn't clutter it up too much. Normally I clutter. Normally my thing is clutter, 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 fill every space, fill every corner, fill every empty wall. So thank you so much, CoolNickyD, for asking to collab. This was fun. I cannot wait to see what you do with this house. Again, I will link his channel and his video in the description below, so guys, make sure to go watch that and we can both see what this house turned into. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye! Wait guys, before you go anywhere, don't forget to click over here to watch new videos and click on my face when I disappear to subscribe.